Welcome back to Ixion. My name is Nilaus and I am your administrator on board the Tiqqun featuring the Ixion engine. And now we're going to put the Ixion engine to the test and see if we can escape the solar system and just enjoy it. So speaking of enjoying it, thank you very much for your support as we progress through this wonderful campaign. I'm absolutely loving this game and I love the difficulty of it. I know there's a lot of people who find that the difficulty is punishing or unbalanced, but I think that this playthrough hopefully will be showing you that it is definitely doable. So thank you very much for your support, and I hope that will continue. I'll do my very best to keep you entertained, and hopefully you'll learn a thing or two while being entertained as we progress through this wonderful campaign. So what's gonna await us in the new section? That's gonna be our new solar system. That is super exciting. Let's have a look as we dive in. Well, it certainly isn't Kansas anymore. Right, let's see what our initial scans will reveal.
Full jump complete. Running preliminary diagnostics. Severe hull damage has been detected following self-similar traversal. Hypothesis: each vol jump causes irreversible damage to the Tiqqun structure. Predictive modeling suggests that 4 more vol jumps are possible before the Tiqqun breaks apart. New mission objective established. The Protagoras possesses coordinates of the habitable exoplanet Remus. We must find the Protagoras in order to reach our destination.
Alright, we are here. Space weather is a nasty thing. We're gonna just start pausing and just have a look around. Well, this is certainly looking very different. We have searched for traces for the Protagoras. We need to find 3 hints. And we have the test colonization protocols, train 30 colonists, and locate a viable planet. Well, that's also something. We have some space weather out here, and we have some space weather out here. This is a gaseous emanation from the star, Immortan. So this must be the Immortan system, and we have 1 location here. So what we need to do in the beginning, we are absolutely going to switch some things on. And we're going to be, we are already at extra hours. Yeah, okay, so let's switch something else off. Food is not important, is it? No. And we have here. The Tiqqun has left the solar system. The crew is convinced that they will never again see the stars they saw as them born. See the stars that saw them born. This necessary step will unfortunately accentuate dead Earth sickness. That sucks. But we'll find a way to deal with that as well, on top of all the other things we'll have to deal with. What we're going to do immediately is we're going to smash open another zone. It is going to be hurtful for our tech, but we need to get it here. So that's pretty good. Let's see the launcher here. What we need to do is we need to get some probes out there immediately. We have enough for 10 probes, that's good. We have also 1 science vessel, so let's send that over here.
Has arrived at its destination.
Let's see, this is where we need to look for hints. Sensors have picked up unusual readings on the surface of Falcon 74. Sending a team to investigate may allow us to learn more about the mysteries of the universe. This is Einstein's team. We have landed on Falcon 74. Gravity is approximately 4.57 meters per square second. The atmosphere is corrosive. Without shelter, we estimate our survival time to be around 2 hours and 27 minutes. At the site of the unusual readings, we found a huge geyser emitting gas that quickly solidified into cubic particles upon exposure to the planet's atmosphere. That's interesting. Perform intrusive analysis. No, I don't want to do. Set up a temporary study. Or establish infrastructure to support exploration and geological. Yeah, we do that. It takes longer time, but we'll definitely do that. You are standing by. Well, not standing by. We're going to be establishing a good one. There we go. And that should be someone is assigned as well. Great. We need this probe. Let me just make sure that the probe is actually auto-building. It is not, so that's why we're not getting anything. And I also think we want to have less trader. This is not the one that was set up, but maybe and put in an extra. Mendeleev also needs to go, so it's Einstein and Mendeleev are out there in the world to explore. Over on this side, we are working extra hours already. Why, though? Still extra hours. Whoa, hold on. How are we... Do we have an accident or something? Let me just check. Oh, right. So we're just really over budget here. Oh no, that's because we just sent 40 people in here. Oh no. Yeah, okay, that sucks. That's kind of here. Okay, we have some extra ones. Let's have a look again at this one. We can send more over to number 2, yeah? So let's do that. Let's send some workers over. 10 workers. Can we send 15? No. We can't even send 10. We're gonna keep popping those meat popsicles. And there we go. Let's oh, by the way, look at that. Trains. We want trains at some point. That really right now. What are we doing? We're trying to transfer. So here we have 13 available, but 6 of them are in the infirmary. That means we don't have as many viable here. We only have, if you look at this, where do we see it? Optimal. There we go. We have 7 available. All right, and that's including the fact that we have someone on here. All right, let's send 7 over. It's not a lot, but from sector 1 to sector 2, and that'll be only workers. Start migration. That'll get us just a little bit more over on this side. We're still working on extra hours, so we're going to be working our way through our here. Great. All right, get out and start launching probes. Probes are going to be like the most important thing for us to get going. Get some probes, and get this one. There we go. We have a probe, and we're going to be searching. So, what do we need to search for? We can search for, like, here's definitely a quest location. Let's pop that one. Even though we also need to get our mining facilities up and running. We are having something, but carbon is probably the most important thing for us to get. In the meantime, let's have a look at this to see if we... Oh, we already did it. All right, so now comes... the next challenge here. We are going to be building this one, and I want to build in sector 3. I want to build it like really efficient, and I have a plan that's going to be different from what I've done before. Unfortunately, this is going to be a bit weird to build. I'm going to have to build it incorrectly first because of all these damn things. Damn. Well, that's annoying. I don't like building things wrong and then having to fix them later. If you know anything about me, then you know that thing. There's no way around it. I'm gonna have to do that. There. So they'll start working, and we'll start popping these.
Transfer complete.
That is unfortunate. Right, so I do have a plan for this, obviously, and the plan is I'm gonna go up here, and then I'm gonna go from this distance, and then I'm gonna go that way. Then I will have a location that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have this as a line, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have a line here. And then you should have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here we have all the stuff for 9. Here we will have some cell towers that we get later on. That's really good storage, but you can't have everyone in there. And then we have 8 plus 8, because so many things are taking 8 size. There are some things that take 6, and we can actually use this area here for the stuff that takes 6, because for the 3x6s, the better. What is it called? Yeah, we can do that here. We can do it over here. Population. These ones. We can actually do that as well over here, but not just now. So we have already built something. All of this has to be moved later on. That is wonderful, isn't it? But this should be hopefully a good way of making this. For now, we'll just get these things, and then we'll oops. Then we'll remove it once we have a little bit of resources here. Good. Get resources and out in the world map. And oh, wasn't there a notification? Oh, movement of crew. That should mean that we can switch on more power. There we go. Without getting, can we switch on here? Yeah, we can. Really? There, no. Have to switch it back really quickly. In this location, we have so much storage, so I might just throw in another storage just for this one right now, while we are just starting to remove all of this. Right, let's try and figure this out. This has to move, and this has to be put into that area. Yeah, we're gonna be having to build these kind of things a bit different. Let's go out here. We should have another one, and then I want to look for some carbon. Oh, this looks great. This looks great. That's brilliant. That's exactly what we want. Let's have a look. We have 2 of these. Yep. We definitely need more of those later on. We have our second ship. That's the Mendeleev. Can go to our new location that we just discovered. We have 1.7 here. And I'll continue to work on sorting this one out. And here we have another location, good location for carbon and iron. And then we also have available here. Our probe has detected a distress signal near the asteroid Dog 0202. We have reached asteroid Dog 0202. The mining ship Sheptal was adrift nearby. It appears that it has been pierced by a fast-moving object, killing its operator instantly. External markings indicate that the Sheptal was a mining craft from the Protagoras. Yeah, it's got railguns, that's for sure. Let's investigate that. So we just arrived and we have this one. In the meantime, we are still working desperately on trying to reorganize this in a good way. I have built this, and this little road segment is actually enough to get up to that wall cell tower that we will have in there. Now I need to build a new workshop that I have to pay for in order to deconstruct the workshop I didn't pay for, in order to make a new storage stockpile here and replace the one that I didn't got for free. It's horrible. But, you know, I'm a man of principles, so it's got to be done. It's our only chance to get some organization into this location. Sheltered by installed infrastructure, Einstein's team carefully studied the anomaly. Several theories on geysers and precipitation phenomena have been established, providing valuable mission data. 60. Oof, that was totally worth it. I'll gladly pay 20 alloys and a bit of and 4 turns to get 60 science. That is glorious, and you'll be harvesting that.
Awaits your attention.
Great, and let's also look at our science. So we are working on the DLS center. Oh man, this just needs to be paused when you're in this menu. Any menu that takes the entire screen should always pause. That's like they're having things running in the background. No. Right. So this is the cell housing. This is the one I've talked about that I want to have at some point. It's going to be massive housing. I didn't think it was so good because it gives, like it says here, minimal quality accommodation. And I was like, oh, I don't want to suffer stability. But it's only as long as you only get the stability if more than half of your people are in this cell housing. But only if less than half of it, then you don't get a penalty. So you should be like 40-something% should be in bad housing because the majority will be happy. That's good. The tech lab we got, that's really important. One thing here that I didn't know before, but actually looks, this one, reorganization of care. Infirmaries have a capacity for 5 more beds. Like, that's not particularly interesting. However, it gives this one, this requires reorganization of care, but then you have housing capacity is increased by 30. That is monstrously good. Monstrously good. Not gonna lie, that is just blowing me away. Here, polymer cost is reduced by 10. This is also one of those that you want to get it early because, well, you want to get it early. It'll just keep giving as you get this. The sooner you get it, the more money you'll save from this. So let's definitely do that. We also, in the relatively near future, want to go for fusion power as well as the crop farms to get much better power, much better food production. But we have a request there. Promise that no member of a science ship team will die in the Immortan system. No. Promise that science ship team casualty will not rise above 5. Yeah, we can do that. That means we'll get another sort of dilemma or thing. I wish they were kind of a bit more impactful. Maybe I don't, but I kind of wish it was. The science vessel is continuing here, and I will continue to try to reorganize this and get it to some kind of thing that makes sense. Right, it's time for us to find another quest location up here because we've harvested all the science. So we actually have We have Einstein standing by. We also have this quest completed. After clearing away the scattered remains of the shuttle operator, the Mendeleev crew were able to retrieve navigational data from the ship's onboard computer. 2 chips and 627 iron. Alright, that's perfect. Determine the cause of the shuttle's destruction. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. In the meantime, let's go back here. We are now building this one. And we're also getting our storage here. Oh, we don't have... Yeah, we're missing something here. Now we got more stuff. We got a DLS center is absolutely essential for us to build in every single zone. So that's going to be kind of the next headache for us to build. Where is the... We have the mess hall. We don't have... What is it? It's the infirmary. Population? Infirmary. Yeah, that one. That's going to be built here once we have that one moved over. So we'll have to take this one out and move it into this location. And it's just a bit of me shuffling around what can be done. Okay, so you will be iron alloy, and you will not be alloys anymore. I'll actually go so far as to take you out. I hope that works. Yeah, I'll take you out. And then just see what happens. They'll probably have to empty it first. And once we do that, then we can build our line. Continue down here. We don't have an infirmary. That is correct. Now, we need to build the location here. What is our food production? Food production is kind of okay, but also kind of not great. So what do we have here? We have... let's see. We are going to need to build this DLS center. This is absolutely essential in every location. And where the hell are we going to place you? We also would like to have an extra one of these things. And this is 6 wide. Yeah, that's going to be a pain. Well, one of the things we also want to do is we want to make an extra airlock. So if I make an airlock here, then that actually becomes quite obvious where I can build my other thing. What was it? It was under stability, the DLS center. Oh, that is so close to being able to be placed here. If only this one didn't exist. Poof, it's gone now. Complete discovery point of interest. A probe. Okay, so probes need to keep going. We are so busy. We have to discover everything with the probes. Oh, look at that. There we go. That's another location. Let's take that. We also have Einstein can be flying to here. Good. Back into this mess. And as we get this one out of the way, it is actually empty. So it should be disappearing now. Then we can make the DLS. This is... Yeah, this will control the propaganda in this sector, and that is super important. And we should have there. Didn't I just built this one? Wow. What? I did? Yeah, I did. Huh, interesting. I guess that just went in here. Do we have any... Yeah, no, in this zone we don't have any of these. Interesting. Let's make sure that we transport just one. And this is in sector... Which one are we in? This is in sector 2. Okay, so in sector 2, here, I will say, just give me one. Sector 1, just give me one. No, hold on. Sector 2 should be the one that actually has the most, doesn't it? It should be. Yeah, it is. Sector 1 should be whatever. And this one should also just have one. There. Polymers. Food. Definitely food. Should be mixed up. Let's have the food across the sections. Yeah, we want to transfer some food to the new section. That's super important. Right, and now we can build our road finally where I want it, like that. We can take this part out. A lot of this is just shuffling things around, but I think it'll be very nice once it's done. And let's see, that would be population. They need a infirmary there. Then we can finally take the mess hall that we had to place at a wrong location and move that in here. Once that's built, we can take this mess hall out and it'll be all good. These go out. All right, things are starting to look much better. Now, on this section, we are also going to make a lot more insect farms because I need to make sure that I take the insect farms away from the other locations. And here. Oh, that's...
A
Now I need
science
to do
ship
something.
team has completed a task.
We will just keep sending more probes out. We're going to be burning all our money on probes. There... Nah, that's not what we want. We want more... Oh, look at that. There's a quest objective here. Oh, there we go. Take it. Right, here we have a... Oh, we'll take this one, the dog. The Sheptel was intentionally hit by a projectile. After careful investigation, the Mendeleev's team recovered fragments of the shell bearing the emblem of the UN and the word Etimenanki. Oh, bastards. Bastards, bastards, bastards. Claim the science. The Parenti. What? Requires... Oh, deep dive apparatus. Oh, okay. So we are going to have to find another research. That is the science ship. Deep dive apparatus. We don't even have anything researched. That's why we are accumulating science at this point. Well, we also really want this one then. And then after that we can go into the crew quarters. I think those are the most important ones. I did get the solar panel cheapness. This one is also really good. Like cheaper repair. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. We can't do this one yet, which will give us more science for free. So after that, we have a few upgrades. Unfortunately, our science vessel is... This science vessel, that is the Einstein, can go over here, and then we'll just have to fly through this dangerous weather. In the meantime, back in here, trying to reorganize things in a meaningful way. It is quite a bit of a challenge here. This just keeps going, and you'll keep going on that side, and then we'll also just have stuff in to the every corner. We have that one. Is that? Oh, it's already taken. Good. And retrieved all science. That's good. Maybe we actually want to only have a single science vessel. If I'm just being completely honest about it, I don't think we need 2 science vessels. Yeah. Let's go back and just redo our science. We also definitely need another ship, which is going to be really difficult to find here. The Einstein is idle, so go in there. And then instead we will get... Do we seriously only have... What? That can't be right. Hold on. What happened? Do we have 2? You need 4. Right? Yeah. Take you out of storage. There you go. And yes, that is what I want. And I definitely want another one right now. Over here, with our additional one, we are keeping healthy here. I know that you can kind of fidget it with turn it on and off, but I don't want to do it. Hey, we got this. The DLS center. Let's have a look at this DLS center. Now, what does it work? This means that the industry sector, which is absolutely junk, batteries last 20% longer. That is such junk one. Now, we have different types of propaganda. One policy allowed every 10 cycles, or we can do intense propaganda, and that gives us +1 stability. We definitely want to do that. Or we can sort of have less food, then they'll be unhappy, and more food, then they'll be super happy and fat. Or we can working hours. Each building operations require 25% more workers. That is an insane amount of extra workers. Here we can dispose of corpses, or we can corpses turn into waste. That's not really, we don't expect to have so many corpses, right? Here, waste. This is a bit unfortunate. So just by recycling waste, we get less stability. This is not great. Instead of just throwing it into space. And then, I mean, the good news about this is that a lot of our factories will have idle time because they have to process waste. Here, they wouldn't have to process waste. They would just be gradually going into waste recycling. We definitely want this at some point, but right now, it's all about getting some more stability here. We don't have a location here. We don't have a location there. Those are all things that we definitely need to make. We are actually already at extra workers here. That sucks. This one needs to go away there. And I think we need to transfer more workers here. Our food is not great, to be honest. And it's going to get a hell of a lot worse right now because I need to start tearing things apart. These are really bad. Like, these are bad buildings. How is our... Oh, we don't really have a lot of people here. So, okay, that's it. This is gonna go away, and this is gonna go away. This is gonna go away. We need the DLS in here. There. This area will be for the DLS, the listening system. We have the DLS here. We want to build the DLS here, but not right now, when we can find the time for it. A lot of things are moving forward here. Hold on, did we have some... No, it's just shortly when they were reallocating. Whew. All right, and this is starting to look a little bit better, our build here, our system. And now that we have the research, we should be able to... Oh, damn, we retired it. You can go over here now, because now you have the deep dive cycle here. And in the meantime, let's have a look inside. This is being roofed, and look at this. This is, by all accounts, a cardinal sin. And I know, it's disgraceful, and I feel bad. I feel worse about myself than you should have any rights to do. The DLS center will have to be built in here. That's 5 wide and 7 deep. And then on top of that, I want another of the cryogenic centers. We want 2 cryogenic centers, so we'll throw another one in here. That is really expensive, but hey, we want it. And as soon as this one gets done, then we build the DLS center here. Over in our new location. Oops, I'm just checking, right? I'm checking. Where do I have the DLS? No DLS in 1. I have DLS in 2, and I don't have it in 3. Over in 3, as we just start untangling things here, I have just started to sort of get a sense of it. I'll also put down the DLS here, which unfortunately is going to take a lot of space. I have been meticulously sort of manipulating back here so that we can get the big buildings in here. They are 8 wide, so there should be room for 3 of those before the sign comes in, and that should still allow this to go in here for more people storage. Yes, people storage. There, so we have things are coming along here. We have all of this available for stuff.
At its destination.
And that is great. We have someone arrived at the destination. Several sensors have recorded contradictory readings related to Coriolis effect. It's Coriolis effect. The I's and the L's are too close together. The Coriolis effect on Parenti 85. This is the crew of the Mendeleev. We have entered Parenti 85's atmosphere. Equipment have been deployed, but the gravity of the planet may complicate our operations. And visibility is nil. Atmospheric corrosive factors are negligible. So we can release micro probes into the atmosphere. That costs something we don't have a lot of. Establish a weather station, or set up an advanced station. We'll do this one. This is the most expensive one, but damn, that's gonna be interesting. I'll send this one over. Yes. Great. And in the meantime, we only have the 1 science vessel, because I have found out that you actually end up just using too much, or having the science vessels completely idle at some point. So right now we'll have another one here, so let's find some resource instead. That's a good silicon resource. That's perfect location. And yeah, they can go in there, but that's fine. Oh, reorganization of care has been researched. That means the crew quarters, we can now do this one, additional beds. That's what we want. And then after the additional beds, I think we don't need cell housing because we just get 30% more. That's amazing. But what we do want is then working on the fusion station to get some ice, and want some crop farms as well after that. And we have 50 signs, so it's getting there.
Probe has completed its scan.
Probe has completed scan. I don't even know where, but that doesn't matter. We will we'll just get another. Come on, there should be another probe coming in shortly. What I'd like to do is take one more location, so I could actually take this out.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Look at that. And that is okay. So we got this, and now we need the stability one. That is going to be just fitting in here. Ah, brilliant. Now we are going to be setting up these popsicle on unmasking quite fast. Let's have a look at this. Goes to 480, and this one can go to up to 80, but we'll need to get, we can get it up to 200. So I will set this up to 200. Do we want to export everyone? Yeah, right now we do. Or do we? Hold on. We only have 310 capacity here. Yeah, so let's send everyone over. extra hours because of that. Disable.
A probe has completed its scan.
Probe has completed its scan. And do we have another probe available? Yes, we do. We just keep expanding out here. We want everything. Oh, we're seeing something. Where are you? There you are. We'll get that one. We have a lot of stuff here, so we'd actually really like to get one more docking bay to get this, let's say. In order for us to get another docking bay, oh, this is free stuff. I like free stuff. Get it. This is being built. This one can now be unpaused because then we get here. All right, this is looking pretty decent. What do we want to build in this location? Well, I definitely want to make a farm over here. So we need to get all the way to that side, and then we have to set up like a farm and also the fusion power. So that will be definitely be our objective here. Soon we'll have... How are we doing? That we don't have enough. This one will take some more. So we definitely need to throw people over to the side. This is the EVA dock, which is now getting us safely there. The space one is really good. Space specialization is really good for the EVA docks, because if we look at here, then it says 4.8 from space specialization tier 1. 4.8 extra repairs is amazing. So I'd like to actually get another dock in here. The only way to do that would be killing all of this, moving this over, and then getting another one. Same with this one, and that means killing these two that I'm just building. That is horrifying that I have to do that. But it might just be what I need to do. This is also like a really... I mean, there's so many things that are bad about this this build. Well, I need to figure things out. We also really want this one activated.
A new request awaits your attention.
Oh, a new request. In sector 2 for 10 cycles. That's gonna hurt a lot. 10 cycles? Alright, I'll do it. I don't like it though. Ugh. I'm spoiling them. Is that shut down? 1, 2... Nope, you also need to be shut down. We have a stockpile, so let's shut it down and just try to survive with that. Here we have our location at Tiqqun. Now that we have the deep dive thing. Oh, this one is working. We are bringing stuff in. Okay, this is the freighter going back and forth. So no problems there. More exploration.
Neocont protocols have identified a new planet suitable for our colonization test program.
That is very interesting. So now we have opportunities for colonization. I have just realized something. I think the easiest way is to kill the probe launcher and throw the probe launcher somewhere else. The probe launcher is not going to get any advantage from anything else, so we're going to throw the probe launcher over to this location. That is probably the easiest thing. So we'll set the probe launcher here. Once the probe launcher is done, then we can remove this after it's built the last probe and send it out. Here we got the DLS. Perfect. We have space, docking bays, unload, hull repairs 10% more efficient. That is so good, that hull repair. Now, in here we are also going to pop the propaganda thing, because I just want extra happiness for everything. We want to make sure that everyone's happy. We already got 3 cycles out of the 10, so that should be good. Over here, things are starting to look a little bit nicer in our location here. That one's good, and this one can also just go out. Oops. There. Alright, this is looking to be a really nice one. Oh, and a policy in the new one. We also... No specialization yet, but I want to have the specialization for Sector 3 to be food. So, that's going to be the next part. I think I also need to build more houses here, and then get a sense over. But this is looking good. Let's have a look at... oh, colonization is the thing we want. What is a colonization? Oh, we don't have it. That's up here. But we're working on the fusion power station and the colonization training center. That's not really that important. Again, keep launching. This is going to be the last launcher from that location. Oh, look. Oh, that's the one here. Oh, carbon. Oh, there we go. That's the one. We'll take that. So we just want to make sure that we get all of the resources on the map, all of everything on the map, basically. So we now have quite a lot of things that can be explored. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty good. I am so impatient, but I also know that we will have plenty of time in this zone, so I don't need to rush out and explore the new stuff just yet. We can actually wait a little bit with that and just have one science vessel getting that done. We did get the probe, so this is the probe launcher. Probe launcher gets deleted. And then, now my question is, for myself though, is what do I want? Do I want a normal dock because I want this to be distribution part, or do I want an EVA dock? It's difficult. I think EVA is also here, but this one does not get +10 because it doesn't have that same specialization. So the EVA dock would get a benefit from it, but the other dock would just be more, it's easier to build it here. We're at 5 on this. Once we get this one destroyed, the probe launcher, we will be rebuilding it again. Luckily we get 100% refund when doing stuff.
A sector is being overworked.
Oh, thank you for noticing. Here, overworked is not good. That's because this one. Are we not getting stuff inbound? Let's see. Oh, it was the probe launcher that just came online. There we go. And why are we not getting more people in? Dude. Thoughts on people. Oh, look at that. Why does that say... Oh, no. 200. That probably could mean that they are going in here. That means we are... Look at that. I'm going to transfer 40 workers. 40 workers from 1. Workers. 40 workers to sector 3. Alright, that is going to be helpful. I hope that's not a problem. It might be. But that's okay. That is glorious. And we can also build more population here. This is going to be a bit weird, but I'm going to build it. 1, 2, 3. I might remove this road afterwards, because there is no problem removing roads in these locations after they are done. So that's just a little FYI. You can remove the roads if you need to. Once the transfer is complete, then we can start enabling more, because power is a problem. Oh, that one can be tapped. And probe is done. Now we don't have more probes because we are still working on the other one. This is still 1.4 away. So nothing really happening there yet. So we'll just wait for this to complete, get the transfer complete, assign resources again.
A science ship team has completed a task.
There we go. We have got the transfer completed. We have now quite a lot more workers here. That is great. We can also fill up the middle one, at least for the time being, with insect farm population, because why not? Right, they can always be removed later on, but right now we need them. So, science completed. Let's have a look at the Parenti. Phenomena has been discovered on Parenti 85 that appear to defy the Coriolis effect. Particles specific to self-similar space were also detected. These clearly play a major role in the complex balance of forces present on Parenti 85. 75 science. That is absolutely amazing. You're going to be sticking around for a bit just to claim those. Unfortunately, we haven't found any more popsicles, so we need to find more popsicles, and this is where we can have requires colonization. Do we see what it says? Magnetic signal. Okay, we want to find something that could be metal isotopes. That also seems fancy. And this one, this is we'll be auto building this. Oh, and we don't have any okay. So I'll just get one of these in, and this will be set to there.
You can implement a new policy
in sector 2. That is, oh yeah, this is just, but you have a policy here. That's space, and you have no specialization at that point. This is, the probe launcher is now gone, and we can now replace it with, the EVA would be helpful, but I think I want the docking bay here for the synergistic effect. I don't need this road. We don't need no stinking roads for this. There. Build a docking bay. There. And then I am kind of leaning towards moving the science from here, since it doesn't really do anything, and I can just move it over here. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we have to destroy it and then rebuild it. Even though we're getting a lot of science inbound now, when go for the fusion station. Yeah, fusion station would be nice, but I don't think we'll get there just now. We can enable this one as well. There's still a lot of mess in this one, but I'm trying to clean it up. I think if I remove it, then this thing here I probably don't need it right now. I definitely don't need it for happiness. That is an insane amount of happiness. Ooh, there we go. Turn off. Oh man, you are just... Turn on... that's probably a bit much, isn't it? Extra workers. Oops. There you go. Everything back online.
Administrator.
There we go.
A new request awaits your attention.
And new request here is there. Pledge to construct an alternate life center in section 2 within 10 cycles. I don't even know if I have it. I do have it. Alternate life center. That's a really good building, and we'd like to build it. Let's build it. I'll take your pain. Because look at this. Does it have to be enabled, or does it just have to be there? Oh, look at that. This is kind of wasteful to not build a house behind it. Let's build it. Or maybe some batteries behind it. We are short on batteries in this section, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Let's throw some batteries back here. Battery. Batteries don't need power. There, these two will build here, and then I hopefully remember to build something extra afterwards. Right. This is not getting anywhere. Why not? You need to go here. Okay, this is slowly building. Oh, I think it's just because it's after all of these were built. All right. There we go. That is now being done. You just need to have the builder coming over and build it. Right. What about out in the world? And we have claimed the science, so we can now send our ship over to here. I think they'll be fine flying through, I hope. And then we'll see what else we can do. And what about our probes? Oh, the probes are not getting, because we still don't have anything coming inbound. That's why we're building this. Yeah. Hold on. These will just be paused. As much as I'd want to build them, then I don't want to build them before building this one. Alright, there's a few things. So this one needs to be built, and then I need to shuffle things over here automatically. And I also need to make sure that we get in section 3, alloys are at 50%. Yep, this one, and we'll also do this. Pledge to construct a new source of food. That is absolutely not going to happen. 30 cycles is not enough time for us. I'm sorry, that's not happening. The life center, though, is also going to be a bit of a stretch to make it, but I think we can. Yeah, this one is... Oh, look at that. We're actually... Because we had to turn everything off for a while, then we have actually burned through all of our alloys. Luckily, we have a bit of storage here and there, so that should be good. And we are also almost building the docking bay. Very close to building it complete. And then let's see if we... There's the docking bay. Good. What are we gonna get? Do we want an extra thing? No. All of these are assigned. What we want is one of these. We want one of those and one of those. I really don't... Okay, maybe. Maybe, just maybe. This one doesn't need to be here, but we can send our science vessel up for at least the time being. Yeah. So, Einstein, you're back in action. Where can you go? You can go to Rokotansky. And back here we have over in number 3. Number 3 has actually really just opened up. And number 3, polymers, 50. Perfect. Yeah, we don't have any polymers anywhere. Okay. And I know why, because some idiot just decided that all polymers should be spent on building ships.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Science ship has arrived. Oh, over here at Chevy. Okay, let's have a look at that. Oh, we are actually... We took out the science, so the science, absolutely most important thing in the world. Have to build the science factory again. There. Build it there. That is super important. Could also build it up here, but nope, that's not right now. Retrieve all science, and we are going to go in here. Alright, our probe has detected an abnormally high concentration of metal isotopes within Chevy 34's core. We have reached the core of Chevy 34. Metallic and prismatic formations rise from the surface, reaching impressive height. They disappear into the gaseous atmosphere. Some are surrounded and spanned by geometric rock clusters accumulated during the slow growth process of the formations. They shear the wind that sweep across Chevy 34's core. Perform intrusive? Nope. Set up a temporary, or do the whole thing. We'll do the whole thing. Standing by. Yes. Even though that's going to take our very limited iron resources. But that's kind of why we have more here. We have a lot of iron to be picked up. We have a lot of everything to be picked up. So we do need our industry getting back in action. The last thing we want to do here. This is just not working. No connected stockpile has enough. Yeah, I know. This is now done, and I can now remove this road here, and then I can, because these still work when they are in here. And what was it? The life center they wanted. I will gladly build that because I really want that as well. That is going to be lots and lots of happiness. Let's get that built. We have 5 sections or 5 to it, and we have 1 electronic available. What we do not have available is the polymers, and that's definitely something we want. We wanted the polymers going over here. How is our polymers situation looking at this location? It is section 2 polymers. You have 0. I don't think you should have 0. I think you should have 5, and section 1 should definitely not have that. You should have more like, let's just try to get you to have like 10, 20 maybe. And section 3 you also just want a little bit, like you just want enough to keep the production going, and then everything else will. So basically this is where it's produced. It'll be sending over here for having 20. It'll be sending over here to have 10, and there. And we do have some in section 1, but that stuff in section 1 is being used for building our ships. Whoa, we have more ships going on. Okay, you will be now lower priority here, and then you will be high priority, and then lower priority. And at this point, I don't need to mine any of this, so I don't want to mine it because then they start bringing it back. What there, and we have another one. Let's see, there's one for the basic materials, then there's one for iron, and then there's one for having silicon primary, actually like this. And then we should have one that does like this.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
There, right? So they can all do all of it except the 2 things I just don't have a use for now. But one will be primary on silicon, one will be primary on carbon, one will be primary on iron, and then this one will be primary on everything. And then I guess it'll be, before picking up the other ones, it'll just be an iron one because we do need a lot of iron going. Let's have a look at that damn accident. How bad is it? It is 9 injured.
The science ship has arrived at its destination.
Right, so the last thing we wanted to build was this one. It's working, and this is science is coming along. We are finally getting a little bit in here so we can start our probe production again. And we have lots and lots of people here, so let's get the resume to get our food back online. We are really struggling on food, but that is also why we are, or the next thing that we want to do in this is work on the fusion power, which should be, well, it's not working because I don't have anything here. And now alloy is, as usual, the biggest issue, and also getting carbon inbound. Well, there's a lot of things that are just not working very well. However, we cannot set up more food. Could we disable one of the carbon? No. Could we disable anything? Nope, not really. This one will, I mean, I built it, and then I just want to see it come online. And then once it's coming online, when we've solved that question.
Administrator, you can implement a new policy.
Yeah, but I don't want new policies. We are good on policies. All we need to do is make sure that this comes online so that we can have that going to... Oh, look at that. We're actually getting probes back online. Sweet. I'm going to burn through a lot of my resources on my polymers on probes. And I do that because I feel that to be the most important thing. Where is the green one? Where's the bright green location for this? That's a good one. But that polymer was even better. I'm not always sure. Like, there's a high, but I want it to be bright green. How can I not get this to be bright green? No matter where. Alright, whatever. I'll build it here and then see what happens. Whew. This is 4 turns. Still good, because we're delivering things inbound. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's still not delivered. That's where we are also burning a lot of our alloys to that location. And if we go back in, we should have someone... That one is still not done. Alright, let's get this one done. Alternate Life Center is done. It gives us 1 passive effect. That's not much, but it can be upgraded to give us +1 more passive effect. So with this giving +2 and this one giving +1, then we are actually really ahead of the curve on this part. So much ahead of the curve that I'm actually going to disable it, because I want to have optimal working conditions everywhere. How are we doing? We have 140.
A ship has been destroyed by a space weather event.
What? That's not nice. Damn. Oh, right.
Administrator,
Shit.
a new request awaits your attention.
Ah, that sucks. No, space weather sucks. Alright, new request. Come on. The crew members feel that their quality of life is important to you. The fact that you've had time to provide them with entertainment alongside with numerous responsibilities had led some to believe that you are in fact not human. Perhaps instead of a new generation of PA or a genetically superior being. We both know that's nonsense. Okay. But 10%, I'll take it. It looks like Riot, but it was party. I just turn it on, everyone celebrates, and then I shut it off. That's typical, right? That is just typical. So, we need another spaceship, I guess. Whoops. Well, let's build another spaceship. And that means we need to get more polymers. Alright, so right now I'm really happy with where we are at this point. If we look at it, we are establishing ourselves in this way. Everyone's happy, we're learning things, we're figuring things out, and we're just trying to find the traces of Protagoras. We found one. Maybe some of these will give us more indications. We also have like lots of stuff down here to explore. So I am super happy with the progress. We have certainly made our foothold in the new system, which was what we wanted to set out. And in the next episode, we will be continuing to expand out here. We get some fusion power going, get some, once the tech lab is back online, get some fusion power going. And then on top of that, get some farms going so we can get some really good food here. That would be the next objective for sure. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode along with the other episodes. I am thoroughly enjoying this game, and I hope you are as well. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care, and as always, stay effective.